Boom, hello and welcome to the Finding Meaning After the Military YouTube channel. I am your host, Byron Rogers. I'm an author, speaker, and veteran life coach, founder of the Meaning After the Military process, the book, project, and all that. And I'm here to talk to you about today's principle. The principle of the day is something that's near and dear to me. I call it the atrophy of identity. The atrophy of identity, right? When you joined whatever branch of the armed forces you chose, it was because you saw something, you believed something, somehow you perceived something about that branch that you wanted to graft into your identity, that you wanted to become part of you. So you chose that branch and you went through a process. You went through a process that helped you become the person that was on the vibrational level that deserved that eagle, globe, and anchor put in your hand once you got through the reaper and to the top and to the end of the crucible, right? You became the person at the end of that process, much like a sword that's purified by the blacksmith, right? Like a pearl that's perfected in the mouth of an oyster, right? You went through that process to become who you needed to be, right? And so you formed an identity, right? And then you got out of the military, you got out of the armed forces, and that whole part of your identity that was literally the most validated portion of your identity up until that point. You had the most mental reference points proving that you're that person and validated by situations, right? I was a squad leader in the Marine Corps. I got the tattoos, I got the scars, I have the experiences, I've validated it, I've proven it to myself, right? Now I've got to walk away from all that, and essentially my identity, what I may even perceive as the most valuable part of my identity, now is gone. What do I do without that? I've got to rebuild a new identity. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to let you know that the same way you chose that identity, it's time now for you to choose a new identity. Just as easily as you chose that identity and did the work to get that value of whatever rank and position you had and experiences and your reputation and all that, now it's time for you to do the same exact thing. And you're actually at an amazing point in life if you've gotten out of the military, because you now can choose what it is you want to do all over again. And I'm here to help you realize that it's time to access and leverage the soft skills that you learned during your time in the military, the work ethic, the discipline, the determination. I wake up every single day at 04 a.m. at 400 hours in the morning to hit life as hard as I can. Sometimes 4:30 if I'm slipping, but that's my goal, right? So the atrophy of identity, ladies and gentlemen, is what takes place when you get out here in this 1st Civilian Division. You walk away from the identity that you built within your military fighting force, and you start to let who you are without that experience fall apart. You know it's taking place when you start referencing the past, when you're not in the present moment anymore, when your whole world is consumed by the good old days and you start drinking and the memories and all this stuff is haunting you. It's coming from behind you. That's your past. You're not back there anymore, but you live there. Why? Because it's the most validating portion of your life for your identity. It's when you felt like you knew who you were. But what I'm here to tell you right now is that you need to now start from ground zero, just like you're in boot camp, and create a new life situation and a new identity using the same skills you used to get through it last time. Discipline, determination, focus. Except now, before you were kind of the unconscious creator of your life situation. But now I want to wake you up to become the conscious creator, the awakened, knowing, deliberate creator of your life situation and what you're doing in life now. Okay? Put the big gulp down. All right? Grams. My buddy talks to me about grams. We talk, you got your freshman 5. I think the military's got like civilian 17 or something like that, because we get out of the armed forces and you start seeing your comrades when you remember when you were 21 and perfect, but you start seeing them now and people just don't look like how they used to look, man. You see them on Facebook and they think they're gaining weight, man. We're eating ourselves to death even as a veteran community. And me and my boys call those extra pounds, we call them grams. You see that picture of your boy you're thinking of right now? See those grams sneaking up on him? Doesn't even look the same? That's what I'm talking about. Put the big gulp down and get to work. Work like crazy. Work hard. Work as hard as you used to. Why? Because you saw the value that came from that. Now it's time to find that new value, find that new fight, and stop the atrophy of identity. You know the atrophy of identity is taking place when you're telling a story about what you used to do and you're wondering, and based on who you are now, you're worried and wondering whether the people listening to you are even believing you or not because of who you know you've become. That's when you know the atrophy of identity is taking place, because you're in two completely different places at the same time. Okay? When you've told your stories about your military time so many times that your wife and everybody who loves you is literally tired of hearing them, you know what that means? You need new stories. You need new identity. You need new experience in your life. So sack up, grab yourself by whatever it is you grab yourself by that gives you courage, and find your new fight. If you need help with that, go over to ByronRogers.com and take the meaning after the military process for free, or call me for a free consultation. I love you guys. Until the next video, I want to encourage you, I want to inspire you, I want to empower you, and I want to challenge you to find your purpose, to live with passion, and to reach your destiny. Thank you.